U.S. Navy Commander Fong here with us. Thank you.
I joined the Navy Reserve in 1997. That year I was so frustrated, I ran 4 marathons. This is my 22 years in the Navy Reserve. I am still in, okay? I just retired from Los Angeles Police Department Senior System Analyst after 30 years service there. And I'm not that old, okay? I look like 35 to you, right? Like you say, I'm a president of the Chinese American Military Support. I'm going to tell you more about this, okay? I'm also currently serving in City of Montreal as the Business Development Commissioner. You want to hear more? Yeah. And on top of that, he just mentioned you started as a real estate agent in 1999. Yes. I think I beat you by 9 years, okay? I'm a real estate licensed real estate agent in California, okay? Oh. But my passion right now is not selling houses, but I'm going to relay this to you, how it works, okay? 2003, well, any veterans here? Show your hands, veterans? Thank you for service. Army? Hoorah, okay, Army, so I'm the only Navy guys here, okay? So you can see that 3 out of what, 200 people here? How many people here? 75 people in the military, okay? I give you a little bait, okay? In the military, they have something called VA loan. Have you ever heard of that? Yes. Oh, you all do, right? Commander Fong hasn't spent my VA loan yet, okay? So I'm still entitled to it, okay? I bumped into a young sailor, much younger than me, younger than Ray, okay? I bumped into him in Singapore. He's only early 30s. You know how many houses he have? Cuatro. 4 houses, okay? My goodness, it must be in the Asian DNA he wants to buy houses, okay? So, in reality, I'm not trying to tell you to make money out of the veterans, okay? But in the sense, because of serving the country, they give you the VA loan benefit. You talk to the right mindset people like Ray and me and this young crazy sailor. You know how he buy 4 houses? Simple. Every time the duty is 2 to 3 years, right? So I start from San Diego. Instead of spending $2,000, go out and rent an apartment in Gaslamp. Oh, by the way, I'm specialized in San Diego area. I know in and out of San Diego. So he spent $2,000, get a VA loan, buy his first small little condo, right? So next apartment, he went to Florida. He did the same thing, buy a condo and rent out the other one, okay? Now he come back to Port Hueneme. He bought another Ventura, okay? And then next time he go to Seattle, Washington, he buy another house, 4 houses. Now I'm not saying that it's everybody can do that, but you have to have a sharp mind to do that. Can you imagine if you link up more people like Ray and me, you can talk to those people. Going back to Chinese American military support, okay? In 2003, what happened? United States invade Iraq under Operation Iraqi Freedom, okay? So, how many people live in Arcadia here? Show your hands. You're good guys, okay? A lot of those parents from Arcadia, first time witnessing the war. So they have no place to cry. So all their kids is in the front line, and so they formed this organization called Chinese American Military Support. It's an officially state registered, federal registered, with EID number. It's a 501c3 organization, tax deductible organization. So basically, it provides mutual support for the family and the young generation serving in the front line. They did a good job, okay? If you have kids serving in the uniform and they are going to the war, it's not a good experience, I guarantee you, okay? So Chinese American Military Support, short name CAMS, CAMS, it's like a mutual support group supporting the parents, give them a chance to help each other, sharing news. Subsequently, after 10 years, it evolved from strictly a family support into a veteran support organization. I come here as a president for 8 years, and then I quit for the war. We take over again with Ray and other people. Our mainly 3 pillars are mentoring the young generation joining the military. Again, every community serves the country in different capacities, okay? I'm strictly talking about St. Gabriel Valley, Southern California, okay? And then the second pillar is encourage the community to support the military families. So if they don't serve the military, no problem, but at least when you see people in uniform, don't treat them like a Disneyland icon, just take a picture with him and walk away, you know? It happens a lot in St. Gabriel Valley. The third thing is we try to engage the community so that they understand what the military is, what they can do with us, like the VA loan and stuff like that. There's a little history behind that, going back Second World War. I'm a history guy. Oh, by the way, I'm a foreign area officer. I'm specialized in South China Sea, Singapore, all these things, okay? You talk to me, I can give you all the history. I speak lousy Mandarin and good Cantonese and okay English. So that's why the Navy picked me to become a foreign area officer. You know what does a foreign area officer do? That's exactly what I'm doing here. No, actually, we talk to the big, okay, I don't fly a plane, I don't drop the bombs, okay? But I talk to a big admiral like this, okay? I'm sorry, your name? Greg, nice meeting you, okay? Hey, Admiral Greg, I know there's some issue in Hong Kong right now. What do you want to know about Hong Kong? Okay, so I will tell you, Hong Kong is having problem with China. They don't like what China is doing in Hong Kong. So I'll give you all the history perspective. So you ask me, Commander Fong, how should I solve the problem? Okay, this is just a scenario, okay? It never happened, okay? So I just detail it. So I say, Admiral, Hong Kong has returned to China for 32 years. People are fed up, so they want to get more democracy. Let's go out to the street and throw some stone. So maybe we should do 1, 2, 3, and 4 to help alleviate a little bit. What do you think, Admiral? Okay, thank you, sir. But again, I don't do anything. I just advise the commander about me, what happened in Hong Kong, what happened on the ground. He is the one executing it. I don't say anything. I just advise him. So once he gets the history, the fact, he's a smarter man than me, right? So he can go back and make a decision. So this is my job. That's what they call foreign area officer. We do a lot of, how do I say that? We have a non-profit organization. Our major contribution to the community, like mentoring. In St. Gabriel Valley, you have no problem. You can find millions, broker, agent will tell, hey, Jesse or Michelle, you can be my agent. I'll teach you from A to Z, right? But you go down to Huntington Avenue or Valley Boulevard. How many tell, hey, I want to be a soldier, sailor, who can tell me? What is the chance they bump into Ray or Commander Fong? Always close to zero, okay? So this is where we come from. I hate, I'm not a sexist person, okay? But some man or woman complain their closet is too small. Their luggage is too small, right? You know how big is the closet for a sailor on a Navy ship? It's about this big, okay? So once in a while, they get bored with the Navy food, the military food, so we want to send them what we call the care package. So instead of eating the MRE, not like this, you know what MRE stands for?
Meal ready to eat.
Meal ready to eat, okay? It looks exactly like your plate today, except they were on the shelf for 10 years already, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, truly enjoy what you're eating right now, okay? See, this is exactly, when I want that, the only thing is fall from the sky, okay? So camps will come up a care packaging campaign, round up all these addresses, could be a carrier in the Gulf or South in South China Sea, or the soldier sleep his. Have you ever slept in a foxhole before? It's fun, man, okay? If you don't know how it feels, it's very simple. This weekend you have time, go to Santa Monica, all right? But imagine this, okay? Take away your beach chair, take away your umbrella, and take away the beer from your hand, and imagine you don't see the woman and the water in front of you, and that's it. That's a Syria and Iraq. Like, you absolutely love that place, right? So when the soldiers get their care package from you, okay, they'll be absolutely happy, guarantee you, okay? Same thing, we want to introduce this kind of education to the community. Sometimes it takes some money to rent a place like this, okay? Again, my experience, how do you go to Naval Academy? How many people can tell me? No? I was in Memorial Day in San Marino a couple of weeks ago. So this young mother see me in 05 commander uniform. So of course he come to talk to me because his son is going to Air Force Academy. You know what was his first statement coming out from her mouth? She said, I'm so disappointed my son is not going to UC Berkeley. He's going to Air Force Academy. Well, you know, this is where I come from, okay? I say, ma'am, what's wrong with going to Air Force Academy? We don't stop the survey just in the Chinese American community, but we start from there, okay? Again, we have three major missions, okay? We mentoring the young Asian American kid or anyone from St. Gabriel Valley they join the military. So we teach them. What is the difference between ROTC versus academy? Anyone know the answer? No? Anyone from UCLA? Got to be some. No? Oh, I love you guys. So, for example, okay, simple question like this. Reserve Officer Training Corps is a scholarship given by the Department of Defense. It's up to like $200,000. So you do two things at the same time. You apply for a school and you apply for a scholarship. Guess what school you can go to with the ROTC scholarship? Anywhere. Harvard, Stanford, UC Berkeley, Cal State, private school, USC. If I don't tell you this, how many houses you have to sell to save that USC tuition? $70,000 a year. Okay? So one point from you. Okay? Now this is one of the things. Second, we want to engage the community to understand the military service. Again, if you are big in college, they ran Naval Academy leg and neck with Yale, Princeton, necktie. On top of that is free. Free means you have to pay the dues, of course, okay? And also, what is the commonality among President Obama, Clinton, and Donald Trump versus Ford, Jimmy Carter, and Bush father? What's the difference between two groups of presidents? Yes. So if you never have the pin, just like your resume, right? You never get that check on. Check, so people will constantly give you a little interesting comment, okay? For example, if you serve with the US president, our carrier always name after you. George Washington, Theodore Roosevelt, Ford Bush, 25 billion apiece name after you. That's a good deal, man, okay? And so this is another thing. That's why I say to engage the community, to know what the military to you, and to tell them how important it is to serve the military. Okay. So this is the third thing. Like I say, is we do want to link up some good relationship. Tell them understand the Indo-PACOM relationship with the U.S. and military. Again, mainly is mentoring the young professionals, understand the requirement of the military, engaging the community so that they will become a better American citizens. Okay? Yeah. I want to add one thing when you talk about team building. People went through the military training. I don't know, have you worked with them? They tend to be more disciplined, better team members, and someone have no clue what discipline means. Okay. So, for example, when you tell me to have a meeting at 8 o'clock, in my standards too late already. We all wake up at 5 o'clock and start working at 6. Okay. So they are good team members, they're good ethnic groups, okay. Talking about Indonesia, we US Navy work with the TNI, we call it TNI. Yes. The Indonesian Navy all the time. So their Navy is big. I'm surprised, I'm very naive, I didn't know that their Navy is so big, okay. And so this is why start engaging the community from camps with Ray and know more people serving the military, could they be Chinese American, Indonesian American, whatever they are. Yeah. And engage them, don't just take picture with them, say thank you to them, talk to the story and find out, you don't know whether they will become business partner down the road, yeah. Or you may help another young kid going to become the next Navy Admiral helping Indonesia 20 years later.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so everybody, just thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good day. All right, thank you.